So this video is intended to help you identify the different parts of your Spin-e-Kube. So what I have done here is I have taken a Spin-e-Kube before it's put together so that I can show you each part by itself and show you where it goes on the base. So here is the base. It is made out of your choice of wood, and there's the top, the side, and the bottom. The bottom of the wood gets 4 little rubber feet, and then it's signed and numbered, and that's all done at the very end. Here is where your controls are. So if you are choosing your spinner, you would be looking at the box this way. And if you are right-handed, you would have controls on the right-hand side. If you are left-handed, you would have controls on the left-hand side. If you need any help with that, just message me and we'll go through it. So once you have chosen your wood and your base, the next thing is you'll choose the color of your Spin-e-Kube parts. This is your flyer. So when you're looking at the Spin-e-Kube parts, this will always be copper, and then we have the printed flyer here, and these are your flyer posts. These are usually made out of ash or some other really tough wood. On your flyer, you'll be sliding your hooks, and the hooks point out, and you'll be able to slide those all the way up, and there's 2 on each side. That is mainly for balance, but also if you choose, it helps you with things like cross threading. You can also order extra hooks as you choose. Okay, so, forgot to cover how the hooks work. So your hooks have what we call hearts on the end. So that's the little heart. And it's just plastic, so be gentle. But they screw together. So very gently, you should be pretty loose to turn it. Once it stops turning, don't turn it any further or you'll strip that out. But what you can see here is that little bit of thread sticks into that square, and that square is what slides on your dowel. So while it will slide without it pushed through, when you tighten that hook, it keeps it from sliding. Okay. So that's your hooks. On your base, this piece is attached to your base, and it has our FG with the arrows. This is our logo. We are forever growing. So there will be 2 screws in here, and that piece will sit approximately there. Okay, it'll be screwed down, won't go anywhere, permanently attached to the machine. This piece goes with these 3 pieces. So this is the small support and the clip. And this one will slide right in here. And that way, that's how you can take the bobbin and the flyer on and off. And the clip keeps it from coming loose while you're spinning. And that will sit about there and be screwed down. So it'll be screwed down and you'll be able to take that piece off of there. Alright. Next up is your flyer is driven by this belt. And this belt sits in this little wheel here, goes down through this hole, and connects to a little wheel underneath. I'll show you that in a minute. But your flyer basically sits in the bearings from each end here, and this goes down through the hole. And what it connects to is this piece. This piece gets bolted onto your motor, which would be under here in the box. And you should never have to do much of anything with that piece. But where it connects to the motor, there's a little set screw. So just in case that jiggles its way loose, I've sent you an Allen wrench and the set screw with it. Alright, so now that I've got some space on the table, let me slide this over. There we go. Alright, so you would have your Spin-e set up like this with the drive belt on here and connected to the motor down below. This is your brake. It'll be right here on the right hand side, or if you're a left-handed person, it'll be on this side. And then this is your control panel. Now, we've just kind of taken some old electronics and glued them in here. But your control panel goes on the side of the machine, and we'll talk about that in a minute. The other thing that you will have is a power cord, the brake, an orifice hook, and a cleaning brush. The cleaning brush is basically so that you can like get some of the loose fiber or lint that kind of gets stuck in some of the smaller areas. Alright, I'm going to move this out of our way so I can spin the box. So this is the control panel part of a Spin-e-Kube. So all the electronics and stuff are inside, they're sealed. This has 4 little screws that keep it on there, and when it comes it has like this extra plastic piece on front of it. Don't worry about that, just toss it. So this is your speed control. You can turn it to turtle or rabbit, so low to high. This is your direction control. So S is, quote me, clockwise, counterclockwise. Z is the other way. So I crochet, so I start with plying, or with singles on the S direction and plying in the Z direction. But that's your faceplate, so you can put it in either direction, and you can turn the knob to change the speed. Okay. Alright. The other part you're going to want to know is your bobbin. And the bobbin has a fat end and a skinny end. This end is for your brake. So when you've got your Spin-e put together like so, and it's on the machine, and your bobbin's on here, there's going to be 2 little eye hooks in the wood right there. And this goes on the bobbin through those little eye hooks and then connects to your brake. Now what's cool about the brake is when it comes off the bobbin and out of the eye hook, you can weave this through the little brake tines, and it will allow you to be able to just tug it one way or the other to change your tension very quickly and with one hand, and without really having to think about it too much. Sometimes you can just tap it or nudge it. Alright, I think that's all the parts.